If you are tired of waking up every day remembering that you have that burning sciatica down your leg that's stopping you from living a normal life, you must do these top 5 sciatica exercises today. And these 5 sciatica exercises have helped thousands in our program fully resolve their sciatica faster than they thought was possible. And if you are truly committed to getting better, you can too. My name is Dr. Grant Elliott, and we've helped thousands with back pain, disc herniation, and sciatica fully recover through our one-on-one online coaching program. And in this episode, I'm gonna take you step by step through these sciatica exercises so you can reduce your pain. Now, real quick, what is sciatica? Sciatica is a general term that just means pain radiating down the back of your leg following the path of the sciatic nerve. Now, the sciatic nerve can hurt really bad. It is the biggest nerve in your body with an upwards diameter of 2 centimeters. Although there are multiple things that can cause sciatica, most people directly refer to sciatica when they're feeling that burning, nervy pain that's going into their glute, into their thigh, or even to their calf or foot. This is most commonly caused by a disc bulge pushing on a nerve and causing the symptoms to travel down the leg. And you can experience a wide array of symptoms ranging from burning, electric shock, a tight pulling sensation like a rubber band, or even numbness or tingling anywhere down the leg into the foot or toes. So if you are feeling any symptoms like these, especially if they increase when you sit long periods or bend forward to pick something off the ground or stretch that leg, then you are in the right place and you need to pay attention to these exercises. The first of 5 exercises we're going to work through is going to specifically focus on opening up your hips, because your hips and your lower back, they're best friends. And if one is upset, the other one typically is too. By freeing up the hips, it can take pressure off of the lower back. I want you to imagine like you're wearing really tight leather jeans. And if you were to try to squat down or get down on the ground, it would be very difficult to do that. And you'd have to move a lot more through your spine. This is why we want to help open up the hips and improve your hip mobility as much as possible using our 90-90 transition. For this exercise, you're on the ground with a 90-degree angle at both of your knees and at your hips. Keeping your feet where they are, you're gonna rotate your rear leg first, opening up the hips, sitting tall into a butterfly type position, and then rotating through to the other side. The goal with this is to keep your feet still and to rotate solely through the hips while keeping your spine as tall and straight as possible. This is challenging, it's supposed to be, but will help you take your hip through a full range of motion and will really challenge your mobility. Now, if you are like many who can't get into this day one and you need some support, do not worry. You can simply lean back and use your hands to lean on. This will give you more space in your hip joint, which will decrease the difficulty, but is an easy regression that you can begin working through, that you can improve over time, eventually achieving the full 90-90. So after this, your hips are gonna feel nice and buttery. Now, let's stabilize the hip a bit using our pigeon drop exercise. A lot of individuals with sciatica will lack hip stability, and the strength and the function of their piriformis might not be ideal, which is why so many people feel pain in this region. So let's improve the function of your piriformis and hip real time. Get into a pigeon pose position. But we're not just going to sit in this and stretch our hip. What you're going to do is you're going to stay tall on your hands, pick your hip up off the ground and lower it back down to the floor repetitively as to stretch and strengthen your piriformis at the same time. This also mobilizes the sciatic nerve because the sciatic nerve goes through your hip. And as you're rotating the angle of the hip, you're sliding the nerve back and forth too. So this is doing a lot of good for the function of your hip, the strength and elasticity of your piriformis muscle, as well as the nerve. It can help your hip and your glute feel significantly better when you're done. Hey, real quick, I know you're struggling with pain and obviously want to fix it. So if you just text me the word pain to 317-751-9509, I will send you my free back pain fix demo. Just text that number and you can fix your pain. Thank me later. Back to the show. Now, our third exercise is going to focus on the disc because, like I said, many sciatica issues are derived from a disc pushing onto a nerve, resulting in the pain. So although symptoms are in the leg, many times the root issue is in the lower back. And we're going to start to address the disc and reduce the disc off the nerve by utilizing our reverse lumbar extension exercise. For this exercise, find a bench, chair, couch, it does not matter. Lean your upper body on it, totally relax in the upper body, scoot your knees away, and now push your hips forward and down towards the floor. This exercise is so powerful for a couple reasons. One, the vast majority of us sit all day, and we're typically in a posture that is opposite to this. We're usually rounded forward in flexion, looking like a banana all day. Then we're sitting in the car in flexion. We're sitting at home watching TV in flexion. We're bending or rounded forward most of the day. So this exercise is helping us do the opposite, which can reverse that stress and undo a lot of that damage that might be taking place in your spine throughout the day. You're getting a lot of flexion, but not a lot of extension. So this can help improve all of the mobility that you are currently missing. In addition, most disc issues are what's called flexion intolerant, meaning the longer you sit, the worse it feels. The more you bend forward, the more you feel it. So taking the spine the opposite direction is the most common direction to help reduce the disc bulge, load it away from the nerve and sensitive tissues, and reduce your pain and improve your mobility extremely fast. I recommend just going to the point of pain with these, attempting to nudge it a little bit further each time, and really focus on keeping your glutes and your lower back totally relaxed. Exercise number 4 is our sciatic nerve floss. I recommend if you have a lot of nerve pain, you lay on your back, so your back is in a flat, neutral position. You support the leg that has the symptoms, and now you extend the leg out while you tilt the head back. Pay close attention to the position of the head and the foot. An easy tip we mentioned is to kick the chin. So as the toes go up, the chin goes back like you're kicking your chin. And then as the toes go down, you bring your chin forward. This is sliding the nerve back and forth, mobilizing the nerve, increasing blood flow to the nerve, and decreasing inflammation. You can do this in a seated position as well. For those that are a little bit more acute, it might be uncomfortable even sitting in this position. But if you're able to, you can certainly do this in either a lying or a seated position per your convenience. And exercise number 5, this is for those of you who are always trying to stretch your piriformis. And you might find that the more you do it, the worse your glute or leg actually feels. And this is for 2 reasons. One, you're probably rounding your back and forcing yourself into flexion as you do it, which increases pressure on the disc, increases tension on the nerve, and it does not like to be stretched, or it does not like to have more pressure on it. But 2, because you feel this tight pulling sensation, you feel like the only thing you can do is to stretch it. So let me give you a modification to these types of stretches to ensure that you aren't actually hurting yourself and making it worse in your attempt to stretch your glute. What you need to do is lay on your back, get close to a wall, put both legs on the wall, cross the symptomatic leg over the other, and then slide your foot down the wall as to increase the stretch on your piriformis the further you slide your leg. Now pay close attention here, it doesn't stop. Now that you're in a piriformis-like stretch, but with your spine neutral without extra tension on your disc or back, now you can begin mobilizing your knee up and down, increasing the stretch on the hip, once again, to not only mobilize the tissue, but to mobilize the nerve as well. Now you aren't done. These 5 exercises will help you reduce your pain fast, but the work isn't over. Because in reality, getting out of pain is the easy part. We've helped thousands with sciatica get pain-free within 1 to 3 months, faster than they thought was possible. But the worst thing they could have done is stop there. Or else you can find yourself in a pain cycle, flaring up again and again as soon as you attempt to return to normal activities. So what needs to happen next is a bulletproofing phase to ensure your spine is stronger than it was before so you can stop walking on eggshells. And to guarantee that you have the right sciatica plan to resolve your root issue and ensure you have the right bulletproofing plan so that it never comes back, all you need to do is one thing. And I made it super easy for you. This one thing has helped our clients reduce their pain on average 37% in a single session, and has helped others completely eliminate their pain within as little as 15 days. This one thing is our centralization process, and I just want you to try it. All you have to do is text me the word pain to 317-751-9509, and you can get a tailored step-by-step plan to permanently fix your back or sciatica issues using our centralization process. Do it right now so you don't miss the opportunity to finally fix your pain and live the life you deserve. And after you text me, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on Instagram at RehabFix to see my daily life on what I'm doing to bulletproof myself and more content for individuals like you looking for help. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and I'll see some of you in the program real soon.